Lionhead Studios is a British video game developer, formerly led by Peter Molyneux. It was acquired by Microsoft Studios in April 2006. Lionhead started as a breakaway from the developer Bullfrog, which was also founded by Molyneux. Lionhead's first game was Black and White, a god game with elements of artificial life and strategy games. Black and White was published by Electronic Arts in 2001. Lionhead Studios is named after Mark Webley's hamster, which died not long after the naming of the studio. Black and White was followed up with the release of an expansion pack named Black and White, Creature Isle. Lionhead then released the popular Fable, from satellite developer Big Blue Box. In 2005, Lionhead released the movies in Black and White 2. On April 6, 2006, it was announced that Lionhead Studios was to be purchased by Microsoft. Their most recent game to be released is the HD remake of Fable, Fable Anniversary, which was released on February 4, 2014. Milo and Kate was being developed for Kinect, though speculation arose concerning whether it was actually a game or a tech demo. Production has since been halted. Corporate structure: for a period of 3 years, Lionhead established satellite companies, including Big Blue Box Studios, Intrepid Games and Black and White Studios. Lionhead proper was working on 3 games, Fable, B&W 2 and the movies. The satellite system has ceased to exist in any meaningful form since mid-2004, however, with Big Blue Box having been more or less integrated into the main company, and Intrepid essentially having been disbanded. Lionhead was a privately held company until October 2004 when a consortium of investors, including Ingenious Ventures, IDG Ventures Europe, and technology firm Ad Partners, made a significant investment into the developer. This at a time when the company was in severe financial straits, as they had overrun development on 2 projects, Black and White 2 and Fable, and also cancelled BC and a project with Jeff Minter named Unity. Between September 2005 and April 2006, Lionhead successfully released 2 titles, Black and White 2 and the movies, as well as an updated version of Fable. These titles did not achieve a massive impact in sales, and this left the company vulnerable to a takeover bid. In April 2006, Lionhead Studios was acquired by Microsoft, signaling the end of independent development, and a focus on Microsoft's proprietary gaming platforms. Lionhead is a fairly independent part of Microsoft Studios, which has also acquired Rare Limited and Bungie Studios. Delays: Lionhead has received a lot of media attention for delays to their games, in part due to the large amount of publicity and hype generated for their games. Various reports on this indicate a company tendency to redesign games mid-development and a tendency toward over-ambition, though few reports are official. The company is always on the cutting edge of developing new technology, especially in the area of AI, which adds considerably to their development schedules. Peter Molyneux, who often refers to himself as either the lead designer or creative director of Lionhead, often promises specific release dates early on in the development of his titles. This causes particular problems and disappointment among fans as many release dates are pushed back, sometimes more than once. Black and White missed several deadlines until it was finally released in 2001. A similar problem occurred with the release of the movies, which was intended for a 2004 release date but was eventually delayed to 2005. Criticism of pre-release changes, leading up to several Lionhead Studio game releases. Peter Molyneux's enthusiasm for talking openly about the development and design process of his games caused outcry online when certain features did not make it or were changed during development. He made a rule that he would not talk about game mechanics unless he could show them in-game or present certain ideas as prototypes and/or experiments. Several products such as Black and White 2 and Fable had features changed or lacking in the final product. Peter Molyneux said the following on the issue. After Fable, there was a pretty dark time where people looked at the game and compared it with what I said in the press, and they felt cheated. I realized that we just couldn't keep on doing that. But that was very much a reflection of how we worked, because what I was talking about in the press was what we were experimenting with at that moment, and a lot of those experiments would sort of come out as you were making the game. So I'd be talking about trees growing, and then we'd cut trees growing, and people would, of course, feel cheated. So I made a rule: I will not talk about any concrete mechanics unless I can actually show you them in-game. I'll talk about our ambitions to make the best role-playing game of all time, but if you see Fable 2 press you'll see that I talked about stuff as I demoed it. People understandably get enormously upset about it. It's like seeing a trailer for a film and seeing Batman die, but then he doesn't die in the film. It would just be wrong. So I think a lot of what we do is realize what we unregistered trademark they done wrong and work to try and make that right. It's far better than thinking that we get things right all the time. Games cancelled Unity, BC, Black and White, Titan, Black and White, Inquest, Black and White 3, The Movies, Milo and Kate, Fable 2. Peter Molyneux also discussed Justice in Survivor during an IGN interview. These projects never made it out of the concept stage. Awards: BAFTA Awards, 2001, nominated a British Academy Awards for Games Networked / Black and White, 2001, nominated a British Academy Awards for Best Original Score / Black and White, 2001, winner a British Academy Awards for Interactivity / Black and White, 2001, nominated a British Academy Awards for Technical Innovation / Black and White, 2001, nominated a British Academy Awards for Games PC / Black and White, 2001, nominated a British Academy Awards for Music / Black and White, 2001, nominated a British Academy Awards for Moving Images / Black and White, 2004, nominated a British Academy Awards for Best Original Score / Fable, 2005, winner a British Academy Awards for Simulation / The Movies, 2006, nominated a British Academy Awards for Best Original Score / The Movies, 2009, winner a British Academy Awards for Action and Adventure / Fable 2, 2009, nominated a British Academy Awards for Best Game / Fable 2, 2009, nominated a British Academy Awards for Best Original Score / Fable 2, 2009, nominated a British Academy Awards for Story and Character / Fable 2, 2009, nominated a British Academy Awards for Technical Achievement / Fable 2, 2011, nominated a British Academy Awards for Best Original Score / Fable 3. Interactive Achievement Awards, 2004, Peter Molyneux inducted into AIA's Hall of Fame 2004, winner for Best Original Score / Fable, 2005, finalist a Outstanding Achievement in Character / Story Development / Fable, 2005, finalist a Outstanding Achievement in Original Music Composition / Fable, 2005, winner a Play Magazine Overall Game of the Year / Fable, 2009, finalist a Outstanding Achievement in Art Direction / Fable 2, 2009, finalist a Outstanding Achievement in Original Story / Fable 2, 2009, finalist a Outstanding Achievement in Game Design / Fable 2, 2009, nominee for Best Original Score / Fable 2, 2009, finalist a Outstanding Achievement in Gameplay Engineering / Fable 2, 2009, finalist a Role-Playing Game of the Year / Fable 2. Others, 2004, winner a 1 UP Awards Best of 2004 Best RPG / Fable, 2004, winner a IGN.com Best Original Score / Fable, 2008, winner a PETA's Annual Proggy Awards Most Animal-Friendly Video Game / Fable 2, 2009, winner a IGN.com Best Original Score / Fable 2. References. External links, official website.